Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel again. This is RR Vlog, my life after I lost my only child, my only baby, my dearest one, my baby, my baby Ray. She's there. Anyway, before I start, I would like to say thank you to all my subscribers sa lahat ng mga tumatangkilik dito sa aking channel, especially sa mga nasa ibang bansa na patuloy na pinapanood itong aking channel. Anyway, sana nasa mabuti kayong kalagayan, sana everybody is doing well, hindi naman sila may mga sakit-sakit or mga calamities or kaguluhan dito sa mundo. Sana ay lahat ay okay naman. So anyway, today is pleasant, magandang weather namin dito sa Virginia, maayos, malamig. I mean, hindi malamig kasi fall na kami. So, maganda na naman ang weather, but it's very depressing kasi winter is coming, but ito naman talaga ang weather dito, kaya we have 4 seasons, so okay lang naman, we cannot complain about that. So anyway, like I said, umpisa na tayo. Ang topic natin today is all about sa mga nangyayari sa mundo ngayon, kasi I was very affected. It's not because yung thing happen, di ba, ito yung pinaka I'm trying to avoid, sa mga politics, sa mga kasi iyan ang isa sa mga problema ng mga tao ngayon, especially ang mga bata, na talagang dapat hindi tayo pwedeng maging involved sa mga ganitong situation, but sometimes siguro may mga calling talaga na talagang they have to do it anyway. I was talking about Charlie Kirk, yung isang activist dito sa Amerika, na activist na in a good way for me, my own opinion, kasi I'm a parent, I'm a mom, and I know the problem with the kids right now. But like I said, this is the generation na it's really hard to deal with with the with the young kids, especially sa mga millennials. So mahirap talaga. So when my daughter was still here, ito yung mga bagay na I'm trying to explain to her na if you are smart, you shouldn't be outside yung mga demonstration at kung ano-ano pa, kasi it's very risky. At saka hindi maganda yung naa-adapt nyo yung mga ganyang hate, especially the social media. Even me, I'm trying to avoid the social media because yung social media na I think na makakabuti sa akin is fine, but yung makakasama, syempre ganun lang naman yun. We have to think about the consequences. So anyway, the reason I was very into it, because for what happened to this young person like Charlie Kirk, about what happened to him. It's so sad na nangyayari ito sa paligid, dahil ang mga bata, nalulungkot ako dahil bata pa yan. Nalulungkot din ako whoever na yung suspect. Nalulungkot din ako because he's still young para masira ang kanyang buhay because of their belief and yung view nila sa buhay. Actually, yung ganyang age, if yung nandito pa yung anak ko at that age, I always telling her na don't get involved kasi you're still young. You should enjoying your life, hindi yung nagagalit kayo ng walang dahilan at wala naman kayong magagawa anyway, because you're still young, you're not even know what you're gonna do to your life para pasukin natin itong mga bagay na ito. So yun lang naman ang sinasabi ko, and the reason I was like, ito ang content ko ngayon, because I feel hurt. for what happened to those young kid na naliligaw sila ng landas, and then nagiging violente sila. You know what? Kasi relate ako dito sa nangyari dito sa journalist or anchor na ito because uh, I saw some of his video na talagang as a parent, I wish, we wish na masabi namin yan exact sa aming mga anak, yung mga debate na yan. But, nowadays, you're trying to keep your relationship with your kids. So, you're trying not to, talk about uh, politics like I said. Tsaka yung mga views nila sa, nangyayari ngayon about, what's going on the whole world. So, actually talagang ang hirap dahil ang mga bata, they shouldn't get involved talaga. Kasi hindi pa nila alam ang reality, hindi pa nila na-experience being, how to provide yourself and deal with the people around you and having a family and having kids. Wala pa sila doon. Although itong si Charlie Kirk, he's married, he has a kid, and I'm pretty sure he understand being a parent, although mga bata pa yung mga anak nila, hindi pa nila na-experience yung mga na-experience namin na ganito. Kaya lang, I feel so sorry to those parents, like Charlie Kirk's mom, and parent, especially mom, because it's not easy to lose a child. It doesn't matter how many kids you have, and it doesn't matter, nawalan ka pa rin. Napakasakit yun sa puso at sa gumawa ng ganitong masamang gawain na, i-end up yung buhay. He took someone's life is like, hindi maganda yon kasi mahirap sa parent na just to imagine na ikukulong ang anak mo, masisentensa ng maybe lifetime or maybe death penalty. How you going to deal with that? It's not easy. Kaya ang lulungkot ako at the same time kasi itong mga ganitong klaseng bata, naliligaw sila ng landas, na pupuno sila ng hate sa puso. So, nag-end up nagiging violente ang mga bata. Kaya hindi lang bata actually, para bang lahat ng mga kahit may edad, doesn't matter kung ang pinifeed mo sa utak mo is all negatives, is not good. Hindi ko sinasabing bad ang side na syempre may good and bad yan. It's always like bad and good. Kaya lang you have to think about, like I said, the consequences, your action, Kaya I feel so sorry talaga this thing happening to the world. Kasi nakita mo how people, ang kagandahan lang na nakita ko ngayon is yung whatever happened, lalabas yung kung ano yung good is, that's, yun ang mananalo. Although, he sacrificed his life to, to spread, yung view niya, yung think niya sa mga bata. Kasi actually, every time I watch this person, this kid, ramdam ko kasi I'm a mom, I'm a parent. That's our job actually, to explain to our kid what's going on, and to explain to our kids na don't get involved, and to explain to our kids na, wag niyong pasukin itong mga bagay na ito kasi right now, iba pa ang thinking ng mga bata, teenager, mga hanggang millennials. Siyempre, kahit nga matanda, hindi pa rin nag-grow up. So, mas ano yan mas vulnerable yung mga bata dahil ang mga bata madali silang ma-brainwash, madali silang ma-encourage ng anyone, especially kung sino yung kasama mo. Kaya ako, alam nyo, ang dami kong tinitiis about my daughter because she is my daughter. I remember when she was young, I know how many times we have a conversation about what's going on outside, and I'm trying to explain to her na don't get involved, at saka I'm trying to explain to her na don't be yung masyado kayong what do you call, ano bang term ito, yung empathy, kasi you have to take care of yourself. You have to think about yourself first before somebody else. I know you wanted to help someone, especially yung mga batang nagkakaroon ng mental issue. I know, sabi ko sa kanya na you're very concerned about those kids, but the thing is, hindi ka naman si superwoman para i-save mo the whole world, just like what happened to Charlie Kirk. But I'm so proud of him that he did, that he did his best na, spread to all the kids. Kasi parang, like I said, yan yung mga calling nila. And that's what's his story. Yan ang story ng buhay nila, just like us, ito ang story ng buhay namin, because I'm trying to guide my daughter na wag siyang ma-involve sa mga ganitong problema, dahil hindi mo mai-enjoy ang buhay mo, guguluhin mo ang isip mo, kung minsan sasabihin mo pa sa sarili mo na you are not normal, because katulad ng anak ko, kasi ang hirap, kasi I will explain this to you about our culture. Our culture is, I'm pretty sure everybody can relate about our culture as an Asian, but I learned a lot here dito sa Amerika, na yung tama at mali, at the same time ina-apply ko rin kung ano yung kultura namin, kung ano yung mas maganda, kung ano yung mas nakikita kong the best. So I share it to my daughter, being, yung magiging magalang, magiging masunurin. I know when she was young, may mosquito. Anyway, yeah, in-explain ko sa kanya before, because we're talking about, masyado siyang concerned about those kids na they are like, they have a lot of problem in school, yung mga nabubuli, yung mga kung ano-anong nangyayaring activities inside the school. And I was always telling her that, wag kang mag-inggit sa mga batang they can do whatever they want, because hindi yan magandang example. And I was telling her, I know, kako, at your age, mostly ang makaka-appreciate sa'yo is, magugustuhan ka is yung mga older people like me, like parent na nakikita how you become a good person. Sabi ko sa kanya, but the thing is, ang mga kaedadan mo, yung mga batang katulad mo, like teenagers, hindi ka magugustuhan, dahil mas maraming hindi magagugusto sa'yo, because hindi sa kanila cool ang being discipline, being, yung madiscipline ka, at maging i-practice mo yung moral mo, yung values mo, hindi sila very happy for that, because they been left, they've been hindi sila siguro naturuan, sabi ko sa kanya, ng like what we're doing. That's why I was telling her it's not easy to guide the kids, our children, because we have to be careful sa mga lalabas na i-explain namin sa kanila. That's why every time I say something to my daughter, I always thinking about the right way, the good way, na hindi siya ma-offend, na hindi siya magre-react, kasi mahirap makipag-deal sa bata, honestly, especially nung nasa college na ang anak ko. She's different people nung lumabas na siya sa mundo, kasi I took care of her until 18 years old, until she went to college. So syempre crowd na ang kadil niya, and I don't know, uh, naawa din ako sa anak ko because um, yung iba, yung parang totally different ang world na pinuntahan niya, na sana naman I'm trying to yung turuan ko yung anak ko maging independent, but syempre hindi naman lahat natin maibibigay lahat ng laya sa bata because we're trying to protect them. So probably, nag-struggle din siya during the college because the people and around her is different compared to her, because ang anak ko na mold namin ng maayos na values, maayos na tao. Kaya yun yung mga nakikita ko ngayon since I was watching now. Binigyan ko ng attention kasi ganito ako pag may mga bagay na nangyayari na hindi ko naintindihan exactly. So nagre-research ako or pinapanood ko, katulad nito, pinapanood ko tong si Charlie Kirk about how he fight for his values. So actually I'm pretty sure maraming parent na ano sa kanya, nagiging proud because that's exactly what we wanted to tell to our child. But the thing is, we have to be careful nga because we're trying to keep our relationship, and we have to adjust because of their belief, and I mean their belief and their culture, at saka yung generation nila. So talagang you have to be careful every time you open your mouth to your children, although hindi yan ang kinalakihan kong kultura, because in our country hindi kami nasanay na sumasagot ka sa magulang or sa nakakatanda sa iyo. We always make sure that even though gusto naming mag voice out, we have to make sure that we know who we're talking to, at saka yung tone ng voice namin, we have to make sure na hindi kami nagtataas ng boses sa mga nakakatanda, sa mga magulang. Yun yung mga bagay na is really hard to understand sa mga batang hindi ganun ang kinalakihang kultura. But anyway, like I said, ito yung mga bagay na hindi ko sinasabing apektado ako kasi you know what, like I said, yung emotion ko hindi na katulad ng dati. Actually, kung normal ang buhay ko, talagang apektado ako sa pagkawala nitong bata na ito na si Charlie Kirk. But the thing is, like I said, parang andito yung pain sa puso ko na ibang klase ang pain. So, hindi ko siya masyadong binibigyan ng attention yung emotion ko. Ang emotion na nararamdaman ko is about those children like my daughter na they are battling with the good and bad, at saka yung faith. Pinalaki namin yung anak namin with faith, and but like I said, the people around her is different. Hindi naman lahat ng mga bata dito is believer. Most of them na sa mga, especially in college, are non-believer. So hindi ko naman sinasabing they are bad people. There are good people too. It's just happened that, like I always telling to my daughter, whatever happened, even my husband, for what's going on right now is, whatever happened, wag na nating tatanggalin yung belief, yung faith natin sa Diyos, because that's the only way. Kung wala kang faith kasi, for me, this is my only own opinion, na kung wala kang faith sa Diyos, you can do whatever you want, honestly. Nagagawa mo lahat. Hindi ka nag-hesitate, hindi ka, parang free ka. I know, lahat ng bata gusto nila maging free sila, but in a good way. Kasi kung free ka, pwede kang pumatay ng kahit na sino, you don't care because you're not thinking about, the punishment from God. Pero kung hindi ka nga believers, parang sounds crazy na sasabihin kong ipapunish ka ng Diyos dahil wala naman nagpaparusa talaga. The reason we keep our faith is because yun yung nag-guide sa'yo to become a better person. Kasi kung hindi ka maniniwala na may Diyos, like I said, wala ka ng goal, wala ka ng gusto gawin, wala ka ng paniniwalaan, wala ka ng irerespeto. For me, that's only my opinion, like I said, kasi may mga choice din naman ng mga tao, kasi it's really hard to say something na makakasakit ako sa anyone, kasi I'm trying to avoid that. That's always, for me, ayokong makasakit. Kahit na nasasaktan ako, I'm trying to avoid na makasakit ako ng feelings ng anyone. That's why, sometimes sinasabi ng iba it's not good, but sometimes yun naman ang tinatanggi ko, because siguro this is me, this is my perception, kaya yun na ang nasasabi ko right now about what's going on. But I am so sorry for all the loss, for the loss of this parent na nawalan, kasi Charlie Kirk is almost like my daughter's age. My daughter is 30 years old and he is 31, and with the 2 kids. Ang anak ko naman, the reason I was very affected because related nga sa anak ko what's going on, na I wish, yung anak ko napanood niya o I mean, I'm pretty sure she knows Charlie Kirk, kasi lahat naman ng bata kilala siya because nasa campus yan. Siya yung, nag, like I said, nagka-campus to campus, yung nagpupunta sa mga ganyan na just to spread, their thoughts and to open somebody else's mind, like mga batang, they don't understand what's really the reality, what's going on in this world, kung bakit nagkakagulo, kung bakit may mga crime, kung bakit kailangan i-enforce ang law. Syempre, mahirap talagang pag-usapan ang mga bagay na ito because you don't wanna get in trouble. Especially nowadays, very aggressive ang mga tao. They don't like, if they don't like your opinion, they are so mad. They don't, so I have to be careful talaga. But for me, like I said, we are the parent na we're trying to spread, to share the values sa anak namin. That's how she become a good person. Pero like I said, may mga decision din sila, and I am so, and I cannot stop everything that she want because yun din ang choice niya. I wish I can guide her until the end of my life, but hindi nga ganun yung nangyayari. And I always giving her a chance to, yung express niya rin yung feeling niya, kasi ang hirap, kasi we cannot convince our kids sa mga, especially sa experience natin, sa values natin and the culture. It's really hard to, maging ganun din sila. Kaya as a parent, we have to be very patient to our kids. But you know what, even though I'm worried about my culture, I'm still have chance to deliver to my daughter in a nice way, being, yung pagiging family oriented namin, dahil sinabi ko sa kanya, even though my father passed away when he was very very young, like 34 years old, and I was only 7 or 8 years old during that time. Nakita ko yung being, a nice parent, being a nice parent, being dad, na very nice ang tatay ko. He's a good role model, to all the kids. Kaya yun din ang pinas down namin sa anak ko. Yun ang pinas down ko sa anak ko na, na sana, like I said, para yun din ang ipapass down niya sa magiging anak niya. But hindi nga ganun ang nangyari kasi like Charlie Kirk, ito ang story ng buhay niya. I feel so sorry sa mga bata. Na-experience ko lahat yan. Yung experience ng magulang niya na nawala ng anak. Napakasakit niyan. Kaya, ang sakit-sakit niya, I don't know kung how they deal with that. Especially, nakita mo alam mo kung anong nangyari sa anak mo. Napakasakit. Ako, the reason I keep continuing my life because I'm trying to block everything for what happened to my daughter. Kasi as a parent, wala ka nang mean dito sa buhay if alam mo kung ano yung nangyari sa anak mo, kung ano yung ginawa sa anak mo, kung paano siya nawala dito sa mundo, especially kung sa ganitong situation. For me, I am so scared na ang anak ko magpunta sa New York, but I have no choice because that's her choice too. At saka kung sino yung pinili niyang tao, hindi ako humadlang kahit na as a mother, lahat ng naging kaibigan ng anak ko, I respect them like my own kid. But like I said, hindi naman sila pare-pareho ng thinking, hindi sila pare-pareho ng pinagkalakihan sa bahay nila, sa mga magulang nila. Hindi naman kami pare-parehong magulang, kaya yun yung mga it's so sad na nangyari sa anak ko na I wish, like I said, New York is not the place for my daughter. I know that I have no choice but to let her go. Kasi yun ang dream niya, yun ang gusto niya mangyari sa buhay niya, and I don't know what's in her mind na pumunta doon for what? I don't know. But like I said, we only here as a parent to guide her, and siya pa rin ang gagawa, magdedesisyon para sa buhay niya, just like what happened to Charlie Kirk. He is the one who decide para sa sarili niya na gawin niya ito, na maging end niya ito, just like my daughter. Yun ang naging end niya. I know as a parent, I'm pretty sure even Charlie Kirk's parent, they are so worried. They know the consequences, they know the risk, they know na hindi malayong mangyayari ito sa buhay sa magiging end up ng anak niya. Same thing with my daughter. Alam ko na maraming nasa utak ko na but I'm trying, like I said, not to think about that, because in my part is to support her sa lahat ng desisyon niya sa buhay. Kung ano yung path na susundan niya, I will respect that. And I did respect, even though against my will, even though nasasaktan ako sa lahat ng nangyayari sa buhay ng anak ko. But I have no choice because this is her life. It's not my life. I have my own life and she has her own life, and I have my own decision and she has her own decision too. So wala kaming magagawa, but the only thing I was like very proud to myself is I kept my support to my daughter, whatever happened, kung bad decision, good decision, like I said. So now that she's in peace, I hope hindi na siya she's not in pain anymore. She's hindi niya na nakikita yung kaguluhan ng mundo at this time, kasi I'm pretty sure, the reason she went to New York because andun lahat ng mga taong, nakikita niyang they need help. But, like I said, look at, lahat ng gumagawa ng mabuti, ang nakikita ko, lahat yun nasasaktan katulad ko. Kaya ito lang ang masasabi ko sa inyo, hindi talaga madaling gumawa ng kabutihan sa mundo dahil magsasuffer ka, magsasacrifice ka, just like what Jesus did dito sa mundo. Talagang magsasuffer ka, hindi ka mabubuhay masaya dito dahil you're trying to be a good person. Okay, hanggang dito na lang muna because I have to work. Okay, ito lang yung nasa isip ko na gustong-gusto kong sabihin, but I am so worried about the consequences because this is all about politics and I'm trying to avoid to, talk about the politics and religion, but sometimes you have to release too. So I'm pretty sure some people will understand me and some people they don't like what I been saying, itong sinabi ko, but like I said, just relate lang ako dito sa nangyari. Okay, so again, sana sa mga bata, please listen to your parent, and those parent na sana your job, do your job sa mga anak nyo. I know it's not easy, but you can find a way to explain to them in a good way. Okay, so once again, take care everyone, and God bless us all. Bye.